aka Player Champ of the Third. This ain't your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best what we do, what we know. So let's go. With my people, what's good with it? What's good with it? What's good? Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know why I got C on the screen. I have no idea why I got C. It should have my whole name up there. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. I know I haven't went live in a minute, man. It's been a minute since I went live. Um, I've just been making videos, man. Really been just doing videos and shit, man. But I'm live, man. Nobody got notifications, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even really plan on going live for real, for real. I just, you know what I mean, I just got home for real. Um, and you know what I'm saying, from a long week off the road. So I was like, look, man, I just wanted to go live, let y'all know, man. I'm really still around for real. You know what I mean? I'm still around. Um, Making videos is just what I do. It's part of the routine and whatnot, man. I gotta get on X real quick, man. For some reason, X is trying to play me right now, and they trying to tell your boy, like, hold up, wait, like, what, you can't get on. So y'all gonna have to forgive me for a little bit because I'm trying to work on something behind the scenes right now, which is crazy to me. This is just crazy, bro. Like, what's going on? You dig? Like, I have no idea what's going on with my Twitter right now. Why am I not going on? Why am I not live on there? But anyway, I'm live on Twitch and I'm live on YouTube right now. So that's all that matters right now. So we'll just go ahead and rock out with that. But I wanted to come live because I wanted to see what y'all had to say about a lot of the stuff that I talk about when I'm either when I'm either on here or I'm not, right? So let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Give me a moment real quick to get some of my stuff together real quick on here. Just give me a quick moment. I'll play a couple of tunes for y'all while, you know what I'm saying, while I'm getting that together. Play some tunes for y'all real quick. And I'll be right back, y'all. I got you. Promise that. Yes, sir. I ain't really going nowhere, man. I just had to play some tunes real quick. I got to get some things together. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what, I don't understand what's going on with everything that I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, like I got so much going on in the background right now. Y'all couldn't believe it. I ain't went live in a minute. It's like I'm new to this again. They done changed some things up on me. I'm like, yo, what's really going on? Like, I need to be able to, you know what I'm saying, live up and do what I need to do and stamp what I need to stamp, well, whatever else that is. But I want to just talk about this shrine game, this East West shrine game, and how do I really want to come at this shrine game, right? I don't really want to talk about the shrine game like in the sense of like I don't want to come at this situation here in the sense of like dissing players. I want to try to stay away from dissing the player. I mean, I gotta keep it real. For the real, you come here, but you know what I'm saying. It's hard. But I'm gonna give fair critiques upon either if they was good, if they was good, they was good. If they weren't, they weren't. Right Now, I don't want to talk about what I seen on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, versus what I actually seen in the game, because we seen some practices and we seen practices and we seen film from the practices, but we actually didn't get the right reports from the East West Shrine game. If you hear me, you feel me? Like we didn't get the reports, the right reports of the game. See, what we got was we got gaslighted, you know what I mean? And they fed us what they wanted us to see. That's exactly what happened. People have fed us what they want us to see in this East West Shrine game, because there's look, I'm going off what the NFL scout says. So if NFL.com, hold up, NFL.com did not put your name in an honorable mention, nor did they talk about you at practice or put you in their highlight film on the NFL.com where you're trying to go to, then you probably didn't do nothing at practice or in the game. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it a buck. So I went to NFL.com to look up some things and research on the East West Shrine game, because these players are trying to get to the NFL, which makes sense. And then I did my due diligence and I looked at some other players, and some players that I have talked about have been in mentioned in the honorable mentions, like Rondé Gatson, tight end from Syracuse. He's going to be a problem. I think my comparison to him was damn it. Why am I going blank right now? But my comparison to him was Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith, tight end. Yes, he spent some time with the Patriots. I believe he's down there in Miami right now. But that was my lead comparison to him early on, Jonnu Smith. That's who Rondé Gatson looks like to me right now. Our early Jonnu Smith. He's going to be a problem. I think he will translate. He has the body. He knows how to use it. And when you know how to use your big body like that at tight end, that's great. That you're already winning half of the battle for receiving now, with the NFL leaning towards a run game. And it's leaning towards the run game. Believe it or not, it is, because you need to be able to run the ball. Or have a very good short passing game and elite receivers with that position, right? But you got to be able to block at tight end. I think having a tight end that can block, it just makes you that much better. You know what I mean? That's when you get put amongst the greats, because the great tight ends, not only did were they able to block, but they also were able to catch. And you can't be considered a great tight end if you cannot block, right? You got to say they're good. You know what I mean? We can't put you in a great to elite category for a tight end if you're not able to block. You can catch your ass off, but you better be able to block. You know what I mean? Like, if you could catch your ass off, but you only could, but you can't block, then I can't put you in the elite category for tight ends. They not has to put you in the that they may put you in the mid category, but I'll go as far as saying good, because you may be an elite receiving tight end, but you can't block for ish. So you got to be a good tight end. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get where I'm going with that. That's not hard to say. What's up, folks? What's up, people? I got people. What's up? What's up, Katie? Number one supporter. What up with it, man? What's up with you, Katie? I appreciate you coming in here. And so I wanted to, get some of us in here and have a conversation about that tonight, because it was on my mind while I'm driving, and I'm like, man, like I gotta go live when I get home, because like there's no way that this East West Shrine game and the things that we have seen out there, put out there on this social media platforms, are correct. There's no way. Because I've seen, like, let me just be real here, right? I seen on the well off when LaJonte and all them was getting busy. But then I'm like, then I seen the highlights, because I didn't see the game. I'm keeping it a buck. I didn't see the game. I'm looking for the condensed version of the game without the commercials, so I can actually look at all the film and the plays that didn't make the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you get a real feel for the game. So I'm just going off for the 6-minute highlights, and I'm like, and I'm kind of looking, and I'm like, damn, like I seen Will Shepherd make one play in the game, but it was a back shoulder throw. He adjusted to the ball. He contorted his body. It was a really good catch. It was like in the beginning of the game, and it was a really good catch. And I have to say that, right, Will Shepherd, you know, because his hands was questionable to me. But then I seen but then I didn't see a lot. I seen LaJohn getting busy. I did see him getting busy, and I'm like, damn, why is that quarterback not hitting him? So the quarterbacks for the West are questionable to me. You know what I mean? Like the quarterbacks to the West is questionable to me. They are, man, because I didn't see a lot of good play. I think they were missing a lot of plays. And I know it's easy for me to say, for me watching the game, and you know what I mean, watching the highlights and like, oh, he missed the open receiver, then it being in a game situation, you being the quarterback that's out there supposedly making the plays. But it's like it's there's a difference, you know what I mean? Like you got to be able to see that. Like you're playing with some of the best out there, right? And I know a lot of people may not be interested in this particular game. Um and a lot, you know what I mean? And but I am. I like these type of games. This is like a college all-star type of game, you know. And I know the practices matter more to a lot of the scouts, you know what I mean, to the scouts. But I also believe that the scouts get it wrong. What's good, Jen J? Was good. Yes, they did, didn't they? What's good, Jen J? They got cooked out there. Yes, they did. Absolutely got cooked. That yeah, the West team got cooked. And I think that's why you see the scouts get it wrong though too, because y'all ever heard of a practice hero? You know what I mean? Have you ever heard of a practice hero? Like somebody, have y'all ever played sports out there? And you know what I mean? Like it don't matter what sports you played, but somebody who was always good at practice, they showed up, they showed out at practice, but when it was game time, you like, damn, girl, like you know what I mean? For my women out there, Katie Allman, Jen J, I ever played softball with somebody who was knocking that practice, knocking the ball over the fence, but then in the game, you like, damn, you keep striking out. You know what I mean? Like practice hero, Charlie Offerdog. Yeah, like you, I mean, you know what I mean? But still, like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like practice hero type of players. Like, so how are you able to get a game time, you know what I mean, situation out of practice? And I think this is why some of these NFL teams miss on their draft picks, because they're trusting these scouts to go to these games, these senior bowls, these East West Shrine games, and get a good evaluation on a player, but you judging him off of practice. We talking about practice? Like, I wish I had the Allen Iverson voice right now. That's what I should have did. I should have got the Allen Iverson voice. Like, we talking about practice? Like, didn't the late great Allen Iverson, you know what I mean, talk about practice? Like, we cannot be talking about that. What's up, Bishop? What up, Bishop?
What up? I
Hey,
see Truckers is doing this show.
yeah,
You
man.
cooking?
Yes, sir. I had to jump live because I'm driving, right? I'm riding down the
Yeah.
road. I'm like, man, listen. I didn't get to watch the East West Shrine game, but I've been doing my research on it, and I was like, man, this is sitting heavy on me. I'm like, yo, why? I'm like, first of all, I didn't see certain players who were put on social media get mentioned in the honorable mentions on NFL.com, where it matters to be mentioned, and nor practice or in the game film, in the highlight film. But and then I'm like, and then the scouts, I'm like, they're talking about they really evaluate them off of draft picks, off of the practice. I'm like, that's crazy to me, and that's why I think that some of the scouts get it wrong. Like you're judging them off of practice, bro. Like it's like no game situation. Like no, you know what I mean. Everybody knows they want to go to be picked as a draft pick. So I doubt if they're really like. I know they're playing hard, but they're not trying to hurt each other out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know.
I think more so the 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 true where you can get some true looks, and the way it seems like the NFL is going is that practice, you can get more reps, so you can do different type of skill sets and different things, and have them run through different drills to get a truer sense of the deal. Because in a game, uh, let's be honest, in an All-Star game, is very vanilla. So you're not going to get all of the best. You're just going to
Mm,
get a sample size.
okay. I see where you're going with that, Bishop, and I get that. I get that. I understand that. I absolutely understand that. You say, but Katie says, but trucking. I swear, a lot of coaches say you practice how you play, you play how you practice, and I get that, right? But I'm like, and I understand it more from Bishop. You know what I'm saying? Bishop was a coach at this level, so I understand where you're coming from when you're speaking on how it is out there, and you know what I mean, it is a vanilla type of atmosphere out there, you know what I mean, with the best of the best. But I mean, I at least want to see how you match up, because and on the flip side of that, right, Bishop, you don't go playing. Well, I understand the people that
Right.
maybe not playing the game, but the people who practice hard but they won't play. But then you get somebody like Cam Miller from North Dakota State. He absolutely looked amazing to me in this game. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but he looked good to be in this game. You know what I
But
mean? Against them.
okay, ask yourself, he needs the most to gain
He
because he's
does.
coming from North Dakota,
I get
Dakota
that.
State
Yep.
versus
Hmm.
somebody that's been on the national scene in these games.
Right.
So then, uh, to be able to grade everybody on the same curve, the practice is where I can get them all on the same curve, and I don't differentiate between them being able to play in a game. Whereas vanilla versus in practice, I can set up my scenario and have them run.
Mm. I didn't see Noah Williams get mentioned. He led the FBS in interceptions. I didn't see Noah Williams get mentioned. I feel that. I didn't see him get mentioned, and you made a great point there too. But I get the vanilla atmosphere of the
Right.
game, but it didn't seem like that. It didn't seem
Right.
like that. It seemed like they was out there balling, Bishop. It seemed like they
Well,
were out there playing. But I mean, the players that were out there, that is what
yeah.
I
But
mean.
see, I understand. A lot of these different type of uh, star studded type of situation is to really allow uh, the the different people that represent the NFL
Hmm.
to actually have an in-depth look. While in a practice setting, I can set up the parameters and said, okay, hey, I want you to run 3 sets of this, and then I want these pass moves, so that way by the time they get done with practice, each person, no matter where they came from, ran through the same set of moves, and you have a greater understanding of what's their strength and what they can improve upon.
Okay. All
And
right.
then when you get in the game, then this natural instincts come
Hmm.
over, and not everybody can play.
Right.
So if you don't make it a point to make practice, some of the people that didn't get in the game as much as the other wouldn't be fairly shaped. You feel
Hmm.
me?
Right. Yeah, I feel you. I feel that, and I understand you. I got you on that. Right. Right. You can set up the situations to see what you want to see out of these players. You know what I mean? To see what their attributes are like in certain scenarios. So you could set up a game type situation at the practice to see what they got in that. Right. Um, you could do that. Do you think these scouts are doing that though? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if they're doing it or not, but I have to
Right.
take your word for it because you've been around that. So I would
Wait.
have to assume and take your word that these code scouts are asking these coaches or the
Mhm.
staff to put these players in game type situations, a 2 minute drill, or I want to see how you take on the double team. If I put you
Right.
as a D tackle, if I put you in the 3-4, or if I put you in
Right.
the 3-5 and a three stack,
Right.
you know what I mean, type of defense.
Right.
I want to see what
Well,
happens in these situations.
and see, your insight is right on key, because what they're really trying to do for their team is understand they meet with their coaches and the specific position coaches
Mhm.
that are whatever skill set you're looking at, and they get an idea of what they want to see. Uh, see if he can do this, and this, and what we need to show that. And
Mm-hmm.
so he devised a plan of action based on the position, skill set, and what they need to see in order for them to get a thumbs up for them to be interested in doing the interviews
Okay.
for
All right.
the physical side, not the mental side, just the physical side, and making sure you have the fundamentals. And do you win? Do you find ways to win at whatever you're doing on the field?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I dig that. Cause okay, now all right, yeah, because I'm like, man, I don't get it. We're judging them off for talk about practice, but the players that did play, because I did see Noah Williams, he did play.
Right.
He wasn't mentioned. I don't know if he was mentioned in honorable mentions or not. I'm about to
Right.
go through the list now, but he did play and he did get his hands on the ball, and I'm like, he's really good. I like the way he played. I know I mentioned him in a video too already though, but because they say he's handsy, but I kind of like that. You know what I mean? He's always on them. He's not like dragging them or pulling his guys. He's always on them though. Like he's all over them, and I like the way he plays the position. So,
Yeah.
but these are some of the guys. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
No, what I was going to share with you, Truckin, is right up your alley. Is that understand why in these All Star games, because there are many more coming down the road, why it's important for the practice portion. Because understand a lot of these D1, D2 players that didn't get a lot of shine, like some of our the first two shifts, but they're out of eligibility. They need all the time that they can, and if they can be second round, third round, fourth round type players, and you could get a gym. This is how you run them through, and like, hey, even though he didn't get much run at his provision school, hey, he got his techniques on. He got good physicality at the point of attack. He's quick off the ball, and he has 3 to 4 moves that he does. He doesn't just bull rush. Yeah, he's an asset. So now he takes that back, and whoever's when they build their boards, they utilize this information, and they have actually ran it according to what they're gonna set up their board for.
And they
So
and
that
they
way they know who they when they're going after this person based on, they might have very little film, but if they show well in here, it can help a lot of people that didn't get a lot of shine move
mhm.
up the draft board.
Right. Right. And I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that, but yeah, you took it out. You took the words out of my mouth. Like,
Oh,
but I
well,
think
you got it. You got it. If I got it, you got it.
right. No. You got it right now, bro. Come on now. You gotta give credit where credit's due. You got it. Like I feel like yeah, some of these guys and some of these teams still miss. And I get everything and I understand everything you're saying. I think so. What I should say is I think because they're not actually seeing them and even though they're seeing them in their mock game situations like a mock trial or whatever, they're seeing them in their mock game situations, their made up game situations, with that which that is right. um some teams aren't missing.
Correct.
If I want to pay attention to a team who hit on their draft picks, Washington scouts are the shit. Excuse my language. They're good
Yeah.
because they hit on their draft picks from last year. Like their draft picks actually, I mean, what Washington, I don't know what their record was the year before. I know they lost a lot of games, right? And they
Right. 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 They did.
NFC championship.
It is the there's I think the third leading turnaround.
Yeah, like that was crazy. That's crazy work what Washington was able to do because their scouts actually, I don't know, they went in and they got the right guys. I know that.
Right.
Some of the honorable mentions for not honorable mentions but practice standouts, y'all. Just to give y'all a quick list. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I'm gonna give it to y'all live here. Taj Brooks from running back from Texas Tech, 5'9", 229 pounds. He was a standout, man. He said he almost weighed 230, but they say his quickness showed up on the practice field. He's his elusiveness, his balance for his size. He got good hands. Grabbing the pass out of the backfield, all around back. He showed good. Kobe Bryant, cornerback from Texas, 5'11", 171. showed ultra competitive and physical nature at the Shrine Bowl practices, helping him to make a second round pick for the San Francisco. They, you know what I mean? They looking at that. Um,
Fact.
Bryce, I don't even know how Cable do. Offensive lineman from Kansas, 6'4", 306 pounds.
Correct.
Elijah Huzzy, defensive back from North Carolina. Chandler Martin, linebacker from Memphis. I know there was some honorable. Oh yeah, Kyle McCord, quarterback from Syracuse. I talked about him a lot, man. I talked about Kyle McCord. I think Kyle
Yeah.
McCord, that's a steal. Like, can we
That.
pause right here real quick? Because Kyle McCord's name came up right in the practice, and they said they like what they seen out of him. They say Kyle McCord transferred from Ohio State, blah blah blah. With his resume, it wasn't surprising he was clearly one of the top quarterback prospects on the field this past weekend. The ball left his hand with a tight spiral that regularly hits his target. McCord was able to change his arm angles to find creases for screens and quick outs, and was accurate while throwing, moving to his left and right. His experience showed when working under the center, adaptly handing the ball on play action, finding a place down the field to rip the ball in a draft lacking superior depth at the game's most important position. McCord did what was required to wrap up a top 125 draft grade. Oh my goodness. I've been talking about him, man. Like,
Yeah.
I've really been talking about Kyle McCord, and I'm huge on him. She said, I'm
Right.
huge on him.
But see how, listen to how they talk. Their the way they edified him
Mm-hmm.
through their words painted a picture that this gentleman is well versed and had a quarterback coach that didn't allow him to be lazy, that they drilled on any and everything necessary to be the absolute best quarterback when it comes time for the draft.
Yo, and yes, and I like that. And like, so speaking of a draft, right? Just
Okay.
real quick, I know we're talking about the East West Shrine Bowl, but it has to do with, draft picks and teams. If I'm the Tennessee Titans,
Uh-huh.
I'm not looking to spend my first round pick on the Cam Ward or Shador Sanders. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because because there's a generational talent in Travis Hunter that I can grab up, that is going to sell me tickets, that is going to get me tickets, put butts in seats. He can be the face of my franchise, a good kid. He's a good guy off the field. Don't get into much trouble. He's a hard worker off the field, takes his craft very seriously. And then I can go ahead and get me a Cal McCord in the second round.
And see, that's where it stops being checkers and becomes chess. Because
Right,
now, built off of your board, would and that's the it's almost with Travis Hunter. It's almost a guarantee. But
right.
you be willing to wait to see if you can get Kyle McCord. You got to understand it depends on where you are in the pecking order and what's the needs of others. So this is where when you're there at these bowl games, these star type of bowl games, this is where you're interacting and you're getting an idea of what they're looking at or see how they're focusing. The other agents are
Mhm.
looking at different athletes, so you get an idea. If they're paying close attention, then you already know that there's someone has been already linked to their draft board, and they're
Right,
trying to get specific. So you're then it becomes chess because now you have to you have to gather as much information so that when you take it back, remember the ultimate is we taking his words. Now, when you listen to what he said about McCord, do you think he's going to be low on the draft board, like third and fourth round, or he could possibly be a low second round or third round? And
listen to
see,
what he's saying. A top 125
yeah,
great draft
correct,
pick. Kyle McCord, because Kyle McCord, I think they PFF had him at like what, like the early third round, late second
right,
round pick or something like that when I first looked at their board.
right.
So I think that the Titans will be in a safe spot if they have their second round pick to go and get a Cal McCord or a even Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart too. You
Well,
know what I
see,
mean?
and here's the thing. Okay, what is the most pressing thing that your organization? See, this is where you can start being the GM. And
Mm-hmm.
if I'm building my draft board, what's our what's the most pressing necessity that we need on our team?
The,
If
well,
it
well,
is,
the most pressing thing they probably need right now. I mean, according to what everybody's saying, is probably a quarterback, right? But my thing is here, Bishop, is if I'm the Tennessee Titans with the number 1 overall pick, I cannot pass on Travis Hunter.
well,
I'm
hold on, hold
rebuilding my
on.
team anyway.
Let me cook. I'm gonna show you something. Now, if I'm playing chess, I know moving my bishop right now is important. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and draft Travis with the understanding, but understanding drafts don't always end up getting to your man. If you don't get uh McCord,
Mm-hmm.
or do you have others in his place? Because understanding you still need a quarterback. So this is why it's so imperative to know your draft board and get a sense of what other teams are in need of. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, for instance, okay, for them, they need a quarterback, and then second, they need a cornerback. Well, guess what? Travis Hunter can do that, and the third one, they need a wide receiver. What does out of the three, does he take up two
Mm-hmm.
potentially? So then he becomes, instead of worrying about the quarterback, he takes up two. Then I'm really getting two players in one.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the most for my money. So then it's not a risk anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's a chess move
Right. Right.
because now I take him with the understanding that either Jackson Dart or somebody is going to be there, or Cal McCord will be there for us, so we can have our quarterback still. But
Mm-hmm.
understand, that's a big risk because of a. If you don't get Kyle McCord, who do you have on your board that would take the place if those two quarterbacks are gone?
So you're assuming that Cal McCord and Jackson Dart will be gone early second round.
No, no, not second round. Now, second round, how would I put it? It okay. How many teams are in need of a quarterback?
I
Because if
think
it,
you know what? I think let me get a list pulled up real quick. Let me
yeah,
get a
yeah,
draft list
get a
pulled up
list. Because
real quick.
see, what this is what they're doing, and you're getting the insight on what they're doing. Because what they're realizing is that once they make the decision, they see where people are in the draft rankings and what their needs are. You
Mm-hmm.
can start making this decision. So in the second round, even if I got to move up, I might need to make a deal to make sure I get my guy, especially if someone's about to, if let's say Jackson Dart goes with the 37th pick
Mm-hmm.
and the only one left is McCord. Can you afford to miss out on McCord?
And I gotta
And
make sure.
let's say the 47th pick and somebody is in need of a quarterback still. What you're going to do is before they get to their selection, the 46th pick, you're going to want to try to trade up into and make a deal so that you be assured that they need a quarterback, you need a quarterback, but you can't miss. You're the number one. You've got to get a franchise
Mm-hmm.
builder. Where
Right.
you're saying your franchise builder is Travis Hunter, but this quarterback is your franchise number two builder.
Okay. So I would say the quarterbacks. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to get the team needs and everything pulled up too. So let me go back to the Shrine Bowl real quick. Um, okay. So I would say I'm trying to look at a list. Team needs. All right. Team needs. I think I would say Pittsburgh needs a quarterback. The Jets
Okay.
need a quarterback. The Raiders need a quarterback.
Okay. That's
And they're
three.
all picking in the top, right? They're
Right.
all picking in the top.
And,
But
and and when you do that, so then if they're picking in the top, when it
mm,
comes to the second round, if they didn't get their quarterback, what are they picking in the second round? A quarterback. So that's why I say it becomes chess.
right,
Because if they didn't get it in the first round, they gotta
I'm,
absolutely get it in the second round.
I'm trying to see the second round pick. I don't know if the team needs on it because I'm not paying for PFF. I'm not paying for that, y'all.
No,
I
no,
got
ain't nobody. What I can tell you is that I think, if I remember correctly, I think 6 teams is looking within the first 2 picks for a quarterback. So that's 6 teams out of 32.
yep.
So if you got 16 out of 32, your ratio and your percentage ratio is better for you to get your guys. So then I can now that I looked at the format, now I make my decision. Okay, since I'm playing chess, I got to have Travis Hunter
I gotta take Travis Hunter over all
because
the quarterbacks.
he serves 2 positions.
Right.
Even if you do a more on defense and every so often like they did Prime on offense, the main thing is his draw, what he brings to the game, and how many. He's a total asset. He's a game changer.
And you're right. It does become chess, right? And then to them other teams that need quarterbacks, right? They
Right.
also could be thinking we don't know exactly, but I like your scenario. But they also could be saying to themselves, see, the Raiders also need a wide receiver, running back, cornerback. They're looking to take Will Johnson. But if Cam Ward slips down there, they may take Cam Ward. You know what
That's
I
what I'm
mean?
saying. It's predicated. And see, this is why I always watch the draft, because what it is, oftentimes people don't understand. It's chess because you got a draft board filled out of
Yeah.
what you need, but understand you probably got in the first round you got like maybe 2 to 3 people tops, and as you move to the next round, if one of those people are down there, of course they'll be first on the second round.
Mm-hmm.
But then you move to your second round, people you want to look at. And so what it does is sometimes you get a running back that for whatever reason people want quarterbacks and offensive linemen and wide receivers. Where in the second round you can get a number one running back.
Yeah. Yeah, you could, you absolutely could. But I honestly, I don't. For some reason, it's just the way that people have been talking about these quarterbacks to where I believe, strongly believe
Uh,
that I would probably put a couple bucks on it that the Titans will be able to probably pick Jackson Dart or Cal McCord in the
now,
second round.
right now, here's what they could do.
But if they don't get them, I
Right,
think that they can get a veteran. I think that they'll be able to, because they're still rebuilding. It's still going to take
right,
them time with getting Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? Like
right,
even if they took Cam Ward this year, Cam Ward is not going to come in getting with the first overall pick and take the Tennessee Titans from zero to Super Bowl in 1 year. They're rebuilding. Period. The Titans are rebuilding. They got a solid team. I think I like what their defense was able to do against the run with some of these teams in the NFL, regardless of their 3-14 record. I overlooked that. I thought their defense was pretty decent with the run to me. When I looked at them, but I mean offensively, like I said, like you take Travis first, and then if you can't get a if you can't get Kyle McCord or Jackson Dart early first round, I mean early second round, you got to be at that point. You got to be going into free agency, looking at getting one of them veteran bridge quarterbacks and looking for the 2026 draft for a quarterback. Then
right. But does Pittsburgh need a quarterback?
we
Like that?
do, we
No,
do
you
need a
don't.
quarterback. Yeah, we do. I
No, you
think we do.
don't. You got the young blood. You got young blood.
Huh?
Not Wilson, but the other one. You
Oh,
don't think
Justin
he's ready?
Fields. I don't know if we're gonna pay. I don't know if we're gonna pay him or not, man. I don't know if we're gonna pay him or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're
No,
gonna pay Justin Fields or not. Like, I think they need to go ahead. If they're going to pay him, I think it's going to happen. It got to happen somewhere before the draft. If it don't happen before the draft, then they're probably
they,
looking at to get a
right,
quarterback. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
and see that's where see that plays in it too. A lot of these free agents and whatnot also plays into how you do your draft because if you're let's say in your team the Steelers, if they really like what he does, but they're trying to say, okay, um, if I go ahead and get Travis Hunter, and I really like that I have my quarterback now, if I miss on a McCord, I'm not hurting because I've already got someone who I believe and that knows our system. But see that once again, that goes off of what do you versus you versus what do you actually need and what do you currently have.
Okay. Okay.
And so that's why I say when you said that, I'm like, wait a minute. I now I would treat him like a second rounder. If I'm gonna pay him, it's like paying a second rounder.
Okay.
So then
Fair.
and that's fair. So then you should go ahead and take Travis Henry in the first one.
Who?
Not Travis Hunter, but if what number Steelers?
We're the 21st pick. I think I was
Oh no,
saying
you don't have. Okay, so the
we're the
21st
21st pick,
pick.
bro.
What do you need?
We need. We
And
got
be
they got
honest.
quarterback down. They got quarterback down as one of our needs. I don't think that's a need. I think we need receivers, running back. Because
Okay.
I could because look, this is to keep it a buck. Like I know Najee's numbers look good, y'all, but they weren't consistent. I wasn't a consistent 1,000 yard. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
Consistent 1,000. You know what I mean? Now that's 1,000 on the stats, and it looks good on the stats, but it just wasn't consistent, right? Um, so I
You know who's the sleeper? Ollie Gordon.
ooh, I talked about Ollie, man. I talked about Ollie Gordon. I talked
Because
about Ollie, man. I
because
did, man.
Old State was they just didn't have the horses up front, and
But
he before he can even get going, he was getting tackled.
we're going to
So
be able to get a fire running back in the second round and a nice receiver in the third round. But I think I look and I don't know why Bishop, but I'm big on Nick Nash too. I like Nick Nash, and he's looked at as a third round guy. And I'm like, if you could get Nick Nash, I
yeah,
like him, man. I think he's a very smart wide receiver because I learned just recently that he played quarterback. He played quarterback before he was a
yeah,
receiver. And he was, you know what I mean? He led the FBS in reception, and in reception yards and receptions at receiver from quarterback. Like, and
right,
now I understand why because he's very smart. He understands the zone
right,
concepts and man concepts of a defense and how to sit in those zones. And that's
exactly.
you need that in the second level. So I don't know. Nick Nash may jump up on some people's boards or if depending on how he runs in the 40, how athletic he is, I think that may push him up a little bit more because he already has everything else. I think they may be waiting to see what his speed is like, and to take him in a second
Yeah.
round or late first.
Right, right, right. Because what I was going to share with you, Michael Crabtree was a quarterback at first, and
See,
then when he came into college, they had plenty of quarterbacks, but he also played wide receiver in high school, and they switched him over wide receiver, and it was done from there.
see,
So
and that's what makes
because of
it good.
his knowledge of the knowing what the quarterback needs to see in different defenses and running it in high school, that's why it's so important for anyone that has played quarterback that can make that switch. Boy, you're head and shoulders above everybody else because you know that quarterback needs you right here at this beat.
Hmm.
So and you know how to. read the defense. Okay, if he's sitting shallow, then I know where I need to run him deep and curl it back to the
Right.
sidelines. And just being able to work with your quarterback and be on the same accord. So by the time you're making your cut, he's already released the ball.
Um. Yeah, I believe so, and I like that. I like him. I like Ollie Gore. You say, Katie, you saying you asked me Hines Ward was taken in the third round, I believe,
Yeah,
90
yeah.
something,
He
90
was another
something
one.
pick in the draft.
Woo, tell that diamond is on point. Get it, girl. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. Hines Ward was a quarterback. So you think about it. How valuable was he that he
Very.
knew
He was
exactly
very
where.
valuable. Hines Ward was very valuable. Like I think he's one of the most underrated receivers of
Correct.
all time. Like his toughness, his ability to
Correct.
recognize the hot route, when he was supposed to run a hot route or not. Like and I also and I'm like, that's crazy. Like Hines Ward was a beast, and man, and Nick
Yeah.
Nash is great. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Nick Nash is a sleeper for real. Like
At Georgia, at that, at
yeah, at
Georgia,
Georgia at
he
that.
was
Yeah,
a quarterback.
yes,
Just think of that, man.
that's
So
crazy, right?
that's crazy. Hey, tell that diamond, hey, big salute on that one. She's right.
You said Hines
So
Ward ran a 4.55. Like the 4.55 though, like motivated, dedicated, it didn't matter because his route running skills was elite.
and
Like,
see, not only that, he was physical. So
mhm,
on Steelers who ran the ball first, that's huge.
very physical. I seen him lay Ray Lewis out. I seen him Ray Lewis out. He's one of the only ones that laid Ray Lewis out, bro. I love Hines, bro. I love Hines, bro. Hold up. I got something cool I'm about to show y'all. Hold on real quick
Go
though.
ahead.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me grab this real quick. Cause now y'all talk cause now we talking Hines.
Uh,
What happened? What happened? Something happened?
nah, man. Hey, I love when you get excited. Hey, that
Look,
game
look. So
about
I got
opening up to you.
so I actually got the meat Hines. Well, this obviously this is my logo. Shout out to Todd Alexander. He made my logo, early logo when I first started. But
Facts.
I got the meet Hines Ward in person, bro. I was geek, bro. I met Jalen. I met Jalen Warren too. Got an autograph from him. You dig? You
You
dig?
did.
You dig? Kicked it with him. I talked to him. Y'all can check my X page. I got a little conversation on there with Jalen Warren. My
Okay.
man Hines Ward, dog. And I said, yeah, I mean, you dig, my man Jalen Warren, you dig. I don't be playing. Hold up, I keep him up. Hold up, but hold on, where my man? Yeah, yeah, tell me y'all remember this magazine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boy,
It's in mint
hey,
condition, baby. It's in
yeah,
mint
look
condition.
at him.
My
He,
dog, Hines Ward is my dog. He is the epiphany of a Pittsburgh Steeler attitude. That is Pittsburgh Steeler attitude through and through. Hines Ward, hands down, period, point blank. Like that's he sets the standard, if you ask me. But yeah, y'all got me excited, man. Y'all got me excited talking about that, man.
well, you know what? The thing is that um, you can. What we often do is a group of us. We build our own board. Based on what different things different teams need, and it's often you got to do a lot of research. But if you can, you'll start building your board, and usually about I would say 67 to 70% of your board gets done like you were thinking. But when they throw in trades, that's why it's really low of a number. Is because when you throw in trades and different things, it switches because that team thought, hey, we're really not in need of anybody, and the person we need, we can get further down. So they'll trade down, and somebody get traded up.
Yeah, that's why the draft is very exciting, man. I think so, man. But yeah, I think I like Amika and Buka in the first round. But if we can't get him um in the first, if we can't get Amika and Buka with the first pick, and then I think it's crazy, ain't it crazy to say and to think that Quinshawn Junkins may be going in the second round? That's crazy.
Woo! Bro, hey, you got Junkins, you got
Henderson,
Henderson, you got Ollie Gordon, bro.
Jaquez Hunter,
Somebody
Jaquez
can
Hunter
lay.
down there,
Somebody
Auburn,
gonna be laying up in the cut. I'm
Devin
telling
Neal,
you, somebody
Devin
finna
Neal at
lay up in the
Kansas.
cut and get a gem that dropped to him.
Listen, listen. Running backs. There's no shortage of running backs in the going to the NFL this year. No shortage.
Genty.
Genty. He's going first round. Genty's going in the
So
first round.
here's the thing: you got Junkins, you got Henderson, and you well Henderson's still at OSU.
No,
He's done.
he's done. He leaving. Henderson go. He declared. I think he declared. Both of them
Okay,
did.
so you got Junkins, Henderson, uh, you got Ollie Gordon, you got
Mm-hmm.
uh
Jaquez
yeah,
Hunter.
Josh Hunter,
Bashul Tootin.
Michelle Chutin, and then Genty, and you. So you start. Wait a minute, my boy Scatterboo,
Yeah,
Scatterboo,
Scottaboo. Don't forget Devin Neal neither. Then Devin
and
Neal was
Devin
there.
Neal. That's boy, and we're talking about people that play the game the right way, their character, the way they, you could tell they practice hard because when they play in the game, they don't take nothing for granted and they run hard every play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you get high quality, high character guys, no matter where you're drafting. So if they fall to you, you're getting gems.
Mm-hmm. There you are. Yes, you are. Absolutely. If they fall in this jazz, you definitely are getting gems. Like most definitely get gems. Most definitely. And I know we're gonna get one of those guys in the second round. I think we gotta grab one of those guys in the second round. I'm big on I like Xavier Restrepo too, man.
I just gonna say he's one of the steal of the draft. He's my steal of the draft. Cause see, a lot of people kept sleeping on him. His hands and his route running is second to none. And
Hmm,
and he loves to block. So you got someone that's similar to Hines Ward that hey is right up a Steelers Avenue.
that's what I said, man. That's what I picked. I talked about him also too, man. I like him, man. I really do. I really like to be honest. I believe I said I like Restrepo more than I like Mbuka from Ohio State. But I seen Mbuka play in the playoffs, and I'm like, yo, he's different, bro. He
Yeah,
got
he's
different
different.
stuff.
Well, put it like this. This is why you make your boards. So that way, if they don't go in a certain deal, then you can make your adjustments in the next round and say, okay, who needs this type of player?
Mhm.
Okay, da 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 da. Okay, then I might need to move up one or two spots to make sure because they also need a wide receiver, and that's
Mhm.
how when they're doing their draft board, that's why certain moves are made, or you know whatever they make the decisions because their boards are. You want to make sure you get the highest type draft grade that you can based on your needs.
Right.
So,
Right. Yeah, you're right, man. You right. You all
hey,
doing. I like it. I like it, bro. We get it's getting like I cannot man. I can't wait to see what's going down with a lot of these players. Antoine Powell Ryland from the edge from Virginia Tech. He's a beast, man. He might be like I can't remember the dude's name who led the league in sacks from Marshall. I know he's from Marshall, but I can't
yeah,
remember his
oh, did you see him in the practice? He ran that dude over,
man. He's
dude. Dude, no. He put that cat on his back, son.
he's he
Young son, he put it on a back, yo. What?
he flattened him out. He cracked.
Bro, you go look on YouTube. They got that Joker. he hit him so hard he lifted his feet off the ground. Cuz no, son. It felt like, hey, it's like he was getting knocked off the stoop. Cuz hey, then everybody's like, ooh,
Mike Green, man. That's his
Mike
name, Mike
Green.
Green.
Hey, he's the real deal. He's the
Man,
real deal. Hey, and if you go when you go watch it, listen for the sound, because the sound tells you everything. That cat came with everything, every fiber. He didn't leave no
where
fiber
was it
behind.
at? Where was it at?
He
In the
came with
Shrine
the
Bowl?
gumbo, bro.
What was it at in the Shrine Bowl?
Yeah, Slime Bowl practice. Mike Green versus I think Ohio State or somebody that or one of these big D1 schools, and Oregon is against the Oregon tackle that's going high in the draft, and
Against the Oregon tackle?
he ran he ran, whew,
He ran him smooth over.
bro, bro.
Let's check it
Hey,
out.
by the time he
Look,
got
Solid,
through to the quarterback, that
come
cat
jump
was on
up.
his back looking up.
Come jump up with us. Come jump up with us, Solid. But I think I got here the link. Let me know if somebody pop up in the room with us,
I
man.
got you. I got you. I got you. I
I'm
got you.
about to get this video pulled up real quick.
But yeah, when you see it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my goodness."
That's my first time watching it with y'all.
Oh, okay.
I ain't
Yeah,
seen it.
I mean, Mike Green.
This
Hey,
him. They say Mike Green, Green Violence, Marshall Edge.
absolutely.
Hashtag
That's it. That's this the one. This the one. I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh, he just read. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Hey, he went straight over him. And they playing Hammer Time in the background. Y'all hear that? They playing MC Hammer. All right, it's cool. It's cool. You cool, Solid. Hey, they playing MC Hammer in the background. They playing Hammer Time
Hey,
in the
what did I
background.
tell
That's
you? What did
crazy.
I tell you?
Oh my goodness. He
And
old boy from
they
Oregon.
got the camera just right where you can see it when he lay down.
Uh. Let me watch it one more time, y'all. One more time. I just need to say it one more time. Maybe I should play it in slow motion. Is there a slow motion on here?
I don't know,
Let me see if I can get it in slow mo.
but hey, I told you. Didn't I tell you?
Oh, oh, yeah, he's wild. He's wild, bro. He's good. That's why he got. That's why he led the FBS and us in sacks, bro. That's exactly why he's at the top.
Yeah, but I think it's another one he
17.
has where he's going up against an Oregon, the top rated offensive tackle.
That was him. That was the Oregon guy right
Oh,
there.
okay, that was it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
'cause he was in that pass pro set, and that that tackle didn't know what was about to come his way because he went straight into him. I mean, it was like a thud. I was
Wow.
like, ooh.
Yeah, Mike Green is. Yeah,
Hey, he just got on his highlight tape. Yeah.
they they say there's a whole. Yeah, they say he causing havoc, man. They said Mike Green
Oh
is causing
no,
havoc.
I think he got. I think when they were doing practice, I think he got 4 of those type of videos.
Wow, I'm trying to look him up right now. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to see if they got any more videos of him
But
up there.
that's
Out,
why I
man.
tell you, you want to know why they watch practice because they can get an honest assessment. Can he do I envision him in our system, and does he have the right technique, and does he have the right want to get to the quarterback?
Well, when you just manhandle somebody like that, that's different. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
mean,
that's
you see,
just
the thing is, he threw the blow. See, people don't understand. He threw the blow, then blew him up. When you can throw a blow and blow them up, that tells them, "Ooh, wait a minute."
So this is like 6 minutes of the offense and defensive line one on
Right.
one in the Senior Bowl right here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all want to check this out or not, but we can go ahead and this is
Just be
Yaya Black
careful. I
versus
don't want you
Wyatt.
to get hit.
That's who that is right there, y'all. That's Wyatt. That's Wyatt Black. I see the names at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What YouTube creator is this? Shout out to Scott Kennedy, man. Want to give
There
Scott
you go. There you
credit.
go. You're done. You're good. You're good now. You're good.
I don't want to play the music because there's music on
Right,
the
right,
video.
right, right, right.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's the attitude I want to see. I want to see somebody else get ran over though. Oh, who
No.
he got to him? Oh, who that? Hold up, rewind now. Who was that? He got right through there at a D tackle position. Okay, Jamari Caldwell, Wyatt Millum. Okay, Arenas Peebles, Jonah. Okay. Oh yeah, good block. Good block. Joshua Farmer, Gray Zabel. Oh yeah, Gray Zabel. Ooh, North Dakota State.
Mhm.
Ooh, he handled that block. Who won that one, Bishop? Mike Green.
Hey, the
Mike
film don't
Green
lie,
there.
does it?
Did you
The
see
film
him?
don't lie.
You see Mike Green out there?
Yeah.
That wasn't even his bull rush. That was a finesse. But this is great. That's his. This is.
But remember what we were talking about earlier. Now you're seeing the importance of watching this as you're grading them because you're getting to see it,
Mm,
and they're both wanting to win.
mm,
You feel me? So they both want to win. So they don't
mm,
give that maximum effort, but it's also I get a number of sets, so I have a number of reps. Even if they might have lost one, did they come back? Did they find a way to correct what they messed up on the first one? You see what I'm saying? This is
mm.
all about character and you judging a man if he's ready for your type of system.
He got the speed, Stewart. Got it. He got the speed to cut. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. See,
And
that's what.
Stewart's from South Carolina.
Okay, so that's why I made. That's why I made that so crazy. Wow. Okay. Sable's a beast.
Yeah,
That's that North Dakota State offensive lineman. He's a
yeah.
good.
He was the talk of the town.
He good, man. You got okay. I like that.
But yeah, that's why I tell you, when they get in these, hey, there ain't no ifs.
This
You
is
got
important.
Yeah, it's very important, man. You got to show, even if you lose one, you got to show that you have enough fortitude to make the necessary corrections so you can win the next one.
Look, Anthony Peebles, and no, Anaz Peebles versus Grays Zabel from North Dakota State. He's
Yeah,
looking real good, y'all. I
yeah,
gotta let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that might not be paying attention to your screen right now and you just listening along, like he's looking real good. Gray Zabel, I think he's a converted tackle. They're moving him inside to guard.
yep,
Uh,
correct.
he's looking good though, y'all. He's looking real good.
And so, guess
Yeah,
what? His draft stock is going up.
yeah, it is.
Because
David
hey, you got it
Walker.
on tape. You got it on tape, and all the different coaches are going to be going inside and go rewind and make sure, did he do any false steps? How did he get in position? How is he keeping his ground? This is all what they're looking into because understand he might be putting himself in the second round type of situation.
Hmm. Mike Green is a problem. Joshua Farmer versus Caleb Rogers. Joshua Farmer, he
Mike
look
Green is a beast.
Yeah, Mike Green is a beast for real. His bull rush is crazy. He bought the bull rush. That's why I had to rewind it because I wanted to see it again. I still don't see no Joe Oates out here though.
Nah. And
Joshua
you know the
Ford,
thing about it
right?
is, you know, that Oregon kid is high on a lot of people's boards, and you see how he did them.
Yeah, yeah, he did him dirty, but this he did him dirty. Yeah, he pancaked them. What's some butter? He put some butter and syrup on them things too.
Hey, bro, hey, he made it like that ground.
And that's I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see now, show everybody what's going on now. Caleb Rogers, I just don't see no Joe Oates. I think I was correct on that assessment, man. I don't know, but
Yeah,
Gray Zabel, he's definitely a top lineman.
Zabel is winning the day. He is
Yeah,
winning the day.
yeah, he got it. Zabel got it from North Dakota State. I don't know what they doing in North Dakota in
Hey,
South
wait a
Dakota
minute.
State.
Ain't that the same North Dakota State that played Colorado?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, okay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 100%. It is the same North Dakota State that played Colorado, and there's another North Dakota State offensive line. He's going off, man. Grace Abel is going off, bro. He like, wow. I like the way he look, man. I'm watching this for the first time with y'all. So you know what I mean. This is all. This is the first time
We,
I turned this
hey,
on.
we know we got you. We got you. We got you. Hey, you do
Mike
your
Green is
thing.
unstoppable.
Cause yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then see when you get in the game, you're only gonna get
Yeah.
you're only gonna get certain type of looks because,
Well,
like
I
I said,
can understand these one on ones. You know what I'm saying? I get these type of one on ones. I do like these one on ones. I get these ones. I
well, just
do.
think about wide receivers and quarterbacks. It's just as vicious.
I want to see it. I want to see the wide receivers and cornerbacks go at it. I want to see that now. I mean, but I don't. I see the linemen doing their thing. That's what I like. I mean, I guess it matters more than me with the linemen, but I get it now. I get exactly what you were saying. You put
Yeah,
us on game. You put us on game out here, Bishop. I appreciate it too, because you definitely put us on some game out here. Put me on it
that's
anyway.
why. That's why I tell people is that when you think about it, is a lot of times when you get to these senior bowls, it's more you hear more of the practice because they can get the type of assessments because, like I said, they already have sat down with the respective coaches and got a list of what they're looking for and who's already they got an eye on
Okay.
and see how they grade. And so
Okay.
that's why the game itself usually is not as good as the practices.
Mm, right. It's not. It's not. And I'm seeing that. And I'm seeing that the practices mean a lot more because they getting after it. That's where the scouts is at. That's
Right.
what I mean.
And
We
guess
running in
what?
front of those scouts.
Not only that, they're right there. You can see them. They're tangible. You can almost reach out and touch them. So guess what? They're amped up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those type of deals. Like if he was on our team and we're
Katie
in a
said that
game,
quarterback coach is a
this is
brave
what I'm gonna get.
man. Katie said that quarterback coach, that whoever that coach is, that's the quarterback is a brave man. Standing in there with them dogs. That's like bull in a ring right there.
I ain't it.
That's like bull in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go after it. You got to get after it. I want to see what's up with y'all. I want to see
Hey,
y'all identity and everything. But
hey, Mike Green acted like he was a bull on
yeah, he
the
did. Yeah, Mike Green showed out. Antoine Powell, Ryland. I didn't see him in the drills. I didn't see him. I didn't see Donovan either. Donovan from Boston College. I can't pronounce his last name. Is a Ruka or something like that.
I, yeah, yeah,
I can't
I
pronounce his
lean
last
toward
name.
that
I'm
because
butchering it.
I'm not too good with that as myself.
I'm, I butchered his last name. I apologize, Donovan.
Yeah,
the defensive
Hey,
end.
it's a disclaimer on this video. Hey, we do the best. No disrespect.
Yeah, but I've seen the techniques and like what you think of some of those the guys techniques that was out there and like that, you know what I mean? Not, no doubt, Katie, no doubt. I appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it. So
big
like
salute.
what you think about
I think for the most part, what you're starting to see is that North Dakota State has a awesome offensive line coach. What you start realizing, like, you pay attention who coaches them, especially if they have good fundamentals and they got a good first step. If they're offensive linemen, if they got a good first step and a good push off of if you're a defense lineman, so you get extensions. This is all type of stuff, but you also look at who is their coaches teaching them.
hmm
Because what you might do, like the Kansas City Chiefs, pay attention to our O line coach, Beatonbowl. And because Beanbo, he's real hard on his offensive lineman. If they false step, he make them do it 6 to 7 times because he don't believe in false step. He believe in crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
mm,
So whenever they get to the NFL, that's why the Kansas City Chiefs pay attention to uh, those type of coaches that they don't play around, and you could tell that they take importance in their craft, and they don't let nobody slip on the
mm,
fundamentals.
mm.
And I'm
Okay.
just using that as an example. Is that's why you want to, like Zabel. I don't care who's drafted. He is now in your first 2 rounds draft board.
Yeah,
Easy,
yeah.
easy.
Yeah, his first step is good. His hands is he got violent hands to be an offensive lineman. He gets them on you. He's hard to get off. Man, he's tough, man, and
And
he's
even if he
strong.
slips to the 3rd round, he's a gem
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you can count on him being able to possibly make your team. Because if nothing else, he'll be that utility player that can play all the positions because he just did it.
yeah. He just did, and they moved him inside the guard. I think they moved him in the inside too.
They moved him to guard and center. He
Yeah.
played guard center in this when they was running these drills.
hmm Yeah,
So
he looked good.
he just he just made his draft stock go way up because
Mm.
he was already a tackle. He can now show them that he can do guard and center. He done wrapped up the entire line. They know they can put him in if somebody goes down, and they won't lose reps.
I
He'll
just, I
he'll
just don't
battle.
want I don't want the Cleveland Browns to get Mike Green.
Why not?
Nah, you know why? Like, can you imagine him on the other side? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That would be
Hey, but the
man,
pros is a different game now.
man, that'd be crazy, man. Cause he like he's different. He got it. Mike Green got it. Like when like you know what? I like what I seen out of Mike Green because when you could just move a man against his will like that, and when you got that will inside of you to want to move, to be able to move another man like that, when you got that kind of dog in you to just lay somebody out like that, you special to me, man. You different, you different, especially
Yeah,
at that defensive end position. You know what I mean? Like to be
yeah,
able to do that, like yeah, that's not easy. Like let's be clear with that, right? That's not easy to do
no.
what he did.
Well,
You
let's
know,
just put it like this. That means that gentleman has worked on his craft to know exactly how to hit him, how to get, and how much work he's put in the gym of making sure he's strong enough to do so.
and he did it at Marshall, so there's no excuses on what school you go to
There
to
you
say he
go.
looks like Reggie
I
White.
just about to
Like
say that.
what?
That it doesn't matter what school. It
Mm,
matters on like you know he's from North Dakota State. Well, guess what? North Dakota State is always in championships for their division.
mm-hmm.
So
Yes, they
hey, don't sleep on them. A
mm-mm.
lot of good talent comes out of that Division 2, and more so they're hungry.
Yeah, they are. They're
They already
hungry.
know they got a one thing against them. So yeah, they're hungry and they're well versed. So
So can we believe y'all? And is it safe to say, like, so is it safe to say, Bishop, that like, so when I was talking about earlier this year about how these G5 players are hungrier, they have a different hunger than some of these Division 1 players, G5 guys.
oh,
You got two
absolutely,
G5 guys that can possibly be your number one defensive end in this draft. Possibly. I didn't say they would. I said possibly. That's the key word. Possibly be
yeah,
the number one D end and possibly be the number one offensive lineman from
right. Well,
G5.
just I'm sorry. Just think, what did Demarco wear coming out of Troy
Right.
for
Yeah, yeah.
Dallas?
He did. He came out of Troy. You're right. Yep. Demarcus Ware came.
Our uh, another one was our offensive lineman out of Tulsa was Dallas' first pick, and he hasn't been out of the starting lineup since he got there.
See, that's it. That's
So
the
that's why I'm saying there's always talent, but you got to be willing to be coachable.
right.
You got to be willing to understand that if that coach is getting on you, is because he doesn't want you to take any type of false steps or any of your technique being lackluster. Because when you get to in front of these agents and these scouts,
Mm-hmm.
you got to be prepared, and you got to show you got to win more times than you don't. In order to do that, you got to have a repertoire. You can't be just one thing. You got to be able to do multiple things.
Right. Right.
So,
I appreciate hey y'all. Hey, I appreciate you, Bishop, coming through. I
oh
appreciate
man,
everybody that
not a
came through
problem.
in the chat.
Hey, I
Motivated,
just saw you
dedicated,
myself.
selfless.
I'm just checking you out.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate it. You gotta get me on this film, man. So I could get this film breakdown stuff down packed, man. Yeah, because I definitely want to get that breaking down the film and paying attention,
Yeah.
reading that better. So I
Oh,
can
definitely, definitely, definitely. And you got a good foundation. And you can also use college and pro.
okay. Yeah.
And what you could do a contrast, so uh, the closer what you see in the NFL when you break it down, and then when you start judging your players in college, how closely are they to that pro level? That's how high up in the draft they should be, and that's how you start developing your board.
Okay. Bet. Bet. Hey y'all, look, I appreciate y'all coming through. Katie, like always, you always supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Bishop, you too, man. You supporting the channel. I appreciate you supporting the channel,
Big
coming up
salute,
here and
big
helping.
salute.
Motivated, dedicated came through, solid came through, and those that are watching, I appreciate y'all, man. I do, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button though, for real though.
Yeah,
Then Jay came through for it, kicked it. I appreciate you too. And share it. Just share it one time. You know what I mean? See what happens, y'all. See what happens. You know what I mean? Share it one time and let's see what happens. Somebody gotta like me and your fam. You know what I
yo,
mean?
and
Somebody gotta
all
appreciate
my
it.
family members out in New Jersey, Plainfield, Newark. Hey, watch this up.
All right, bet. Bet. That's what's
Right.
up. I appreciate it. I appreciate all my
All
fam out
right.
there, man. Y'all all fam, y'all. Big salute to everybody up out here, man. Another one, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out.
Yeah.
Peace.